If you heard me earlier, you did not mishear. We're going to be loading into Eternal Empire, an older map in the map pool. It has been years since this map was an active ladder map, but here in OSC events like OSC King of the Hill, the OSC Rising Star, and many other OSC tournaments, the OSC Masters Cup, this tournament features an extended map pool. It has the ladder maps, true, but it also has older maps that these players voted on. The players did vote on some older maps to be added to the extended map pool. This is one of them. And sporting in the top right hand corner of Eternal Empire, we have the German Terran player, the Red Terran, representing himself, fairly teamless. It is Moja. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Zerg player. He's usually Protoss, but he's off racing a Zerg, Kappa. We have from the land of the UK for the Platinum Heroes. It is Eva. Let us go. We are settling in. Interesting, Moja opening up 2 rank 3, but also before I forget, predictions, Bappy. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you believe will claim the series here. Will it be Moja? Will it be Eva? Will it be the Zerg? Will it be the Terran? It is up to you to place your channel points on the line. Best of luck. Best of luck, man. Best of luck. Now, one of the big features, just to reiterate once again, Eternal Empire was in the tournament map pool a very long time ago, early EPT. So I want to say like 2020, end of 2020, maybe early 2021 is when Eternal Empire was around. It was the ladder map pool before Romanticide. I remember because we would say like Romanticide's like the new Eternal Empire sort of thing. So many years ago at this point, and it is a very large map. So they don't quite make maps like Eternal Empire anymore. There's a lot of bases, a lot of wide open spaces, large map pool, Zonaga towers, 2 of them that cover the entirety of the center of the map as well, fringe bases, high yield gases, and a very narrow choke point coming into the natural as well. Not just a narrow choke point, but the high ground ramp as well, with also another ramp here. Like it can be really brutal trying to push up this early on for early game aggression. As a result, and likewise also a ramp leading into the third base as well. So the third base, the natural, quite defendable. We see often macro games, a lot of longer, later macro games. You can see Moja trying to catch out the Overlord. Let's go. The pillars are not safe, not if you have the Zonaga, and the Overlord is going to go down. This marine opener from Moja is paying off. Hoping to supply block Eva early on, and one more shot. Una más, papi. Una más. 2 HP. The Overlord lives. The Lings have arrived, and the Marines are being zoned back. Okay. Not bad. Eva saves the Overlord. Behind this, we do have our Rax Expand set up here into a 3rd CC. Okay, that you do not see often in this matchup. It is 3 CC, 3 Rax. The hell am I watching? Okay. Interesting. There's a lot to take in here. So, a couple of things. One, this is a TVP build. 3cc 3 racks is more commonly seen in TVP. This leads into a stim timing. You head into stim, you move out across the map, and you strike without medevacs. As again, there's no factory, there's no starport. The factory and starport are heavily delayed, so you move out just with stim. But I can't see that working on Eternal Empire, and it does. This is, again, is not often seen in this matchup specifically as well. So maybe this is 3cc 3 racks into just into defense, just building up a bio army, and then going for an even later move out with medevacs. I imagine that's the case here. I imagine. We'll see. As Moja again is going to be taking his 3rd base momentarily. Back at home, Eva just droning. Eva's just droning up. No Overlord scout into the main as the Overlord was zoned away. So alas, Eva's going to be in the dark as to how aggressive or how greedy Moja is being. And yeah, I mean, at the same time though, even though Eva's in the dark, okay, he's playing safe. Eva's playing safe. Bailey Nest. Because this early Bailey Nest, Eva is safe against something like a Hellbat push. If there was like a Hellbat all-in or a Hellbat aggression coming Eva's way, he will have Bailings ready for that. Outside of that though, just really safe play out of Eva. He delays his lair and he delays his upgrades in favor of just Bailey Nest first. Which makes sense considering how much, or how little information Eva has. Speaking of information, 2 Lings are slipping in. They're going to try and get some scouting done, but there are Marines at the ramp. Lings, they hit the natural. Marines will zone them back. The Ling up is denied, but we did get some information here. We saw the Marines, we saw 2 Raxes. This looks like a 2-1-1 potentially, but if it was a 2-1-1, it would already be moving out. And this Ling will get eyes on the 3rd CC. Upon seeing this, Eva should recognize he's safe and sound. Lair is on the way, double Evo chamber on the way for double upgrades. Again, the Bailey Nest isn't really coming into play, just because there was no earlier aggression. And Eva is going to be joining up and does get eyes on the 3rd command center. So Eva can rest easy, he can drone up, he's taking all of his gases. I say that taking 4 gases to afford the upgrades. 4th hatchery on the way, creep is spreading, and we are entering a longer game state. And again, Moja isn't moving out anytime soon. In a TVP, he would already be moving out with this kind of army, but here in this matchup, it's less effective. So we're waiting for factory starport. Oh my god, those are 2 more Raxes on the way. There's no shot that Moja is A-Rax. He's there's no shot that he's A-Raxing on Eternal Empire, right? No shot. But maybe. Okay. So we have 7 Raxes in total here. Yeah, sorry, 8 Raxes in total here for Moja. This is the beginning of a 3-base all-in, which is why I'm a little bit in shock because of the map that we're on. So okay. I mean, the element of surprise is in favor of Moja. True. Is 8 Raxing. So for those that are curious, how this works here, typically you won't take gases. You won't take your gases here at the 3rd. You don't throw down a 4th CC either. You just double down on mass marine, just pure marine, pappy. With medevacs, of course, and some supportive units like tanks. Don't get me wrong, but it's a very all-in style here in the mid game, and it's soon gonna be pushing out. It's crazy, making 12 Marines at a time. Let that sink in. 12 Marines at a time, pappy. It's crazy. So quite an insane 3-base all-in on the way here from Moja. Behind this, Eva taking another expansion. Ooh, drone up to 80. That's a pretty high drone count for Eva. Against this kind of 3-base all-in, you do want to be a little bit more tentative when it comes to your droning, just so you have more Ling Bang to work with. So Eva doesn't know what's coming. He didn't scout. He has no idea how aggressive Moja is about to be. And this might become a bit of a surprise here. Here comes the first wave. This first wave does no medevacs, by the way, no support. Nice kiting here from Moja, but he's going to be surrounded. It's going to be shut down. He's going to lose the entire army. And I have to question the motives of that first push. I don't know why Moja moved out then, because now we're moving out with the medevacs, but now we're going to be down 25 Marines. Imagine this move out with 25 extra Marines. So interesting move here from Moja. Now he commits with his actual timing with 1-1, 2-2s on the way behind this, but we'll see if he can break through here. Does Eva have enough? He has been building up some replacing Bailings. That's a lot of Marines though. That's still a lot of Marines to work with, and Eva, he's not ready. He's not ready for this. He has some Bailings, but the Sea of Marines is breaking through it. Eva, he's getting caught with his pants down. He has to buy time for more Bailings. They're on the way. Extra Bailings do morph in. Eva barely forcing back the army. He is barely holding on. Eva fighting off of creep. This I'm not so sure about. He's going to chase this back, but the tank has arrived. Eva bleeding out a lot of Lings. A lot of Lings do go down. Again, Eva, he is quite in a bit of trouble here. And Eva might lose the expansion. He might lose the base, but he's buying time. He's buying time for more Lings, more Bailings. Shutting down Rogues, getting ready for a surround. And Eva, he evacuates. He knows he cannot save this expansion, but time is on Eva's side. Remember, this is very committed, and there is a 4th base on the way, but I would still say very committed, very all in. Eva has to take it slow, and here comes the surround from behind, getting on top of the tanks. Yeah, both tanks should be going down. Decent connections with the Bailings, but alas, still not enough Bailings. Eva has to pull away. Did get both tanks though. And that means that this army is that much less threatening. It means that if Moja does ever push onto creep, he's going to be punished quite hard for it. As Moja does rotate, Eva trying to keep up. Nice spread here from Moja. Once again, just dancing on the edge of creep, not allowing Eva to actually engage. Another tank has arrived. 2-2 almost done for Eva. 3-3 on the way for the Terran. And again, Moja still just rallying everything across the map. This push has to kill. Eba getting ready for a big counterattack though. Eba is trying to buy some time. Ling's running into a wall, but they should be able to break through. Decent baiting connections, but oh my god. Yeah, Moja does kite back to the tank. The deeper wall is falling. Moja rallying back home. This will give Eba a little bit more breathing room. As Moja will defend. Queen goes down. Oof, Eba does lose the fourth. That is brutal. Eba down to 3 bases. Is trying to re-expand. Is attempting to. Moja pulling away. Remember, Moja did expand and take a fourth. Fourth is now being floated over. Meanwhile, at the same time, Eba slipping into the mineral line, going for the third. Moja does respond, does pull away. Eba catching 11 SCVs, not bad. Those are workers that were being transferred to the fourth. So some damage was done. Ooh, Moja getting supply blocked as well. And Eba survived. Eba did survive. Now working towards a hive, lurker den as well. And Moja, that move that ideally wanted to end the game. He wanted to kill Eba, but he didn't. He did kill 2 bases, don't get me wrong. 2 hatcheries did fall, but Eba saved all of his drones. Impressive. He saved his workers at the 4th, and saved his workers at the 5th. Is now re-expanding, and Eba's maxed out. Eba is maxed. And once again, going for the 3rd. Moja not quite in position. Lings, they slip into the mineral line. SCV's heart going down. And Eba, he's not done. He's going for the natural. It's going to be a one-way trip. There's not much left here. Oh, boys, that's going to be a lot of Lings going down. Nice hold position. Going for the upgrades. Catching some SCVs. And at the same time, Eba, he knocks down the planetary. And Moja out of position. Planetary does fall. Lurkers have arrived. The Lunkers, papi, they're here. The Lings were cleaned up. And that was a brutal loss for Eba, but it was worth it. He killed the 4th. He killed the expansion. Got 12 SCVs as well. And Moja, I mean, he was already committed. Now more so. But now pushing into Lunkers. I don't see working. No with Marine Tank. Moja rotates. These bases have not been retaken. Moja does confirm. No hatchery yet. Moja rotating over. At the same time, does push in towards the left. Moja trying to force his way in. Bailing's not quite ready. The lurkers, they get in position. Tank's going to be going down. The Marines are going to be able to stand strong, but what about everything else? As the final tank does fall. On the blinding cloud. Just in time. Eba, he's holding. He's holding back. At the same time, pushing into lurkers. This time, no blinding clouds. Nice spread against the Bailings. Lurkers are going down. They're exposed. Plus transfuse. The transfuse will buy some time. Rest of the army's rotating over. And Eba will get here in time, just barely. Reinforcements on the way. Hatchery does fall. Moja, he's getting damage done here. Does break down the expansion. For the lurkers, they will hold their own. Ooh. Force 1 burrow. Vipers have arrived. It's still a very clutch hold here from Eba. As once again, he's down to 3 hatcheries. At the same time, so is Moja. 3 base versus 3 base. Moja has 3-3. Eba has not begun his own upgrades. I mean, doesn't have the money for it. Eba double expanding. Going for top left and bottom right. Oh, the yoink's coming in. Tank goes down. Up. Oh, barely not even. Tank does survive, just barely. Expansion's gonna be denied. Eba trying to set up a surround. Oh no! Well, lurker falls. And with that, Moja's gonna be forced back. Eba remaxing once again. The 4th base is about to get back up and running. Meanwhile, the main is floating over to take as a 4th for Moja, just so he can sustain himself. CC's on the way, but Eba, he's here. He does hit the mineral line. SCVs are going down. And Eba, he just keeps going. He wants a third. Moja out of position. And this third base is going to fall. At the same time, Moja going for a Doom Drop of his own. He's going for the Doom Drop. And what do we have at home to defend? We have some lurkers. Some lurkers have been left at home. Some lurkers here at the third base, but the main base is exposed. Eva pushing forward. Denying the expansion. Moja does boost in. Third and the main at the same time. The tech is exposed. He's going for the lurker 10. 12 drones go down already. Oh, and Eva cannot push into this. He's going to try it. Spawning pool goes down and no more lings. Moja is supply blocked. What she sees, what you get. But this is still a massive bio army. So many Marines. But this is going to be forced to pick up. Has to get out of here. The power bombs. Power bombs will connect. Lurkers on the low ground. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, lurkers, they get a lot of hits in. Lurkers do reposition. GG gets called as Moja runs out of steam and Eba takes game number 1. GG. That was a wild game. GG, well played. Moja with a very interesting build, going 3 racks, or going 3cc 3 racks into an 8 racks 3 base all in. And hey, it was terrifying. It did do a lot of damage. It was able to kill the 4th, kill the 5th, kill the 4th once again. It was killing bases, but Eba was so quick to pull away. He was preserving so many drones, so whenever the bases got back up and running, Eba was able to resaturate immediately. Likewise, Eba, even though he was behind in upgrades and behind in tech, did eventually get into lurkers in time, was able to hold on, able to survive. Likewise with his Ling Bane, was mostly fighting on creep and taking these safer trades, trying not to chase too far out onto the map, and GG. GG, well played. Not just that though, we should also put emphasis on the run-bys. The run-bys and the counterattacks from Eba were able to just kind of cripple the Terran player even more so and really stifle the all-in by hitting the 3rd, by hitting the 4th base as well. Big moments for Eba. Big moments for Eba. With that, GG. GG, well played. Eba does take a lead, and now we're getting into game number 2. Let's go. Oh my god. Here we go. Found the stream on YouTube. I thought I would migrate to the cooler web host. Gracias, papi, gracias. I mean, if you're interested in VODs, then YouTube is definitely the place to be. VODs are all available there on YouTube. Don't you worry. Our live stream is definitely a little bit less populated on YouTube, but it's okay, it's okay. Regardless, we're getting into our next game, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of side Delta, we have our German Terran player down in this series. We'll see if he can bounce back and force the ace match. It is Moja. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Zerg player representing the Platinum Heroes from land of the UK, leading the series 1-0. It is Eba. So thank you, Taz Strato. Thank you. Strato. Thank you. Here we go. We are going to be settling in once again. Moja, okay, never mind. I was going to say going for the racks on low ground. It's going to be 2 racks Reaper at a Moja. Meanwhile, Eba went for a 15-15. 15 hatchery into a 15 spawning pool is a very safe opener out of Eba. Ideally, in the kind of when it comes to the builds countering each other and the rock, paper, scissors with the openers, Eba at 15-15 wants to go up against 2 racks Reaper, and Eba reads Moja very well. So a nice opener of choice here from Eba. Should be safe against these Reapers. I say that is a 3rd. Oh my god, Moja, he's doubling down. Okay, 3, not 2 racks Reaper, 3 racks Reaper instead. Very aggressive, very committed here from Moja, and because of Eba's 15-15, Eba is even safer against this start. Now, Doesn't mean that Moja isn't going to get any damage done, but Eba, he has a little edge here in the early game. Now, what does this mean? What even is a 15-15? It is a faster pool. Faster pool means faster queens, faster link production as well. It does mean that the gas is taken later. The gas is much later here for Eba, so later link speed, just faster queens and links early on, is going to be very safe as a start for Eba. Very safe opener from the Zerg player. And Moja is going to be committing. The Overlord does confirm at least 2 Raxes, and if we go further into the main, we can confirm the third. Sorry, 2 Raxes can confirm the 3rd Rax if we go even further. Eba is going to be checking for that 3rd Rax. It is very commonplace in the current meta, if you ever see 2 Raxes on low ground, to check and confirm that there is no 3rd Rax, to make sure it's not hyper committed and not an all-in. Reaver dips in, doesn't get any drone kills. Spores are morphed in just in time, and Eba does confirm. Big moment here from Eba, does confirm what's going on, does confirm the 3rd Rax. And with that, Eba is going to stay on 2 bases, build up queens, build up more queens, and eventually break out and expand. Eventually. Again, Moja, the role of the Terran here is still to try to find some damage. We'll see if he can get a queen. The queen is low. Queens are getting low. Eba has to pull back. More links are amassing. Link speed is now on the way. Again, link speed is later than normal just because of the opener. Moja does rotate, looking for a way in. Finding a stray queen. Doesn't quite get it. The queen is still so low. Okay, nice shuffling there from Eba, but one queen is going to be going down. Oh, no! Doesn't go down. Oh my god, it's so low. Clutch transfuse. All the queens do survive. And behind this, Moja now expands, but a very late expansion from Moja. These Reapers ideally wanted more damage. They wanted some drone kills, they wanted some queens. Alas, they got nothing. I mean, they at least deny the expansion. They delay the 3rd. True, that is true, but again, you can do that with 2-Rax Reaper, is the problem. 2-Rax Reaper can already deny and delay the 3rd base. 3-Rax needed more. Meanwhile, Eba, link speed about to finish. Links have been amassing. And Eba will attempt to break out. Now, unfortunately for Eba, the add-ons aren't exposed. The add-ons are safe and sound, so Eba should just zone this army away and expand himself. Should be the plan for Eba. Oh. So you see Moja once again threatening the queens, doesn't quite get them. Queens do barely survive. And link speed does kick in. Eba trying to set up a surround. Again, that's a lot of Reapers, you can't fight that head on necessarily. Eba taking the 3rd base. Moja is here to force a cancel. Getting some damage done. Eba setting up a flank. Oh, we have queens on one end, links on the others. One of the queens does go down. Ooh, late transfuse out of Eba. But it's going to be worth it here if he can shut down these Reapers. And the Reapers will get away. Yeah, they barely do wedge themselves. I mean, I say that they're trapped. They survive a little bit longer. They trade nicely against these Lings, but there's no way out for them. They are locked down. And the Reapers will finally be cleaned up. Not without trading, though. That was how many? 9 Reapers for 31 Lings and 1 Queen. So Moja, he traded as efficiently as he could. Again, there was no way out for him, so he was going to lose the Reapers one way or another. Does take down a lot of Lings, and Eba is double expanding. In this kind of game state, because his 3rd base is so late for Eba, you do need to double expand to catch up, or to make up for it. Behind this, because it was an initial 3-Rax opener, we have Stim, we have Marines. Stim is done, Marines are moving out, combat shields on the way, and Moja's getting ready for the next step, the next wave of aggression. First Reaper, then Stim Marine. The Marines are moving out. Moja going to try and apply pressure here to the expansion. Eba doesn't have amazing creep, but has plenty of queens. Has links as well. We stim in. Ooh, 1 queen does fall. But Eba does hold. Just losing a single queen. Behind this, Lair is on the way. Baneling S as well. Again, Eba tech-wise has some catching up to do, just because of the awkward start to the game. Eba now going for a double Eva chamber, double upgrades. But Moja still has a threatening bio army and is reinforcing with more marines and a tank. Behind this is still working on only 3 Raxes, but no third CC. No third CC in sight. This is turning into essentially a 2-base all-in at a Moja. Yeah, +1 is done. Only 1 eBay. It is a 2-base all-in. Moja trying to knock Eba down here and now. Eba does evacuate the third. Okay, very mature decision out of Eba. He recognizes the strength of this push. Abandons the third base. Oh, good. And Marines, they do stim in. Plus transfuse. The queens don't go down. The base is getting very low. Eba trying to buy time. The hatchery will fall. But remember, because of the 2-base all-in, it doesn't matter. Like, Eba, he saves the workers, has a backup third. Eba playing it slow and waiting for his upgrades. Baneling speed is on the way. Eba trying to step us around. Comes in from behind. Oh my god. The tank is going to fall. The slow Banelings, they crash in. Not enough room the next. One medvac goes down. The other does barely escape. But that was a very nice engage from Eba. Again, buying his time till the opportune moment. And with that, Moja does have some marines left over, but not enough to really threaten the main army. And Eba will deflect. Up! The queen! We're getting low. Is saved. Up! Oh my god. The queen will survive. Eba re-expanding. And Moja now throws down a third CC in the main, but again, this was more of an afterthought. This is a very late third base for Moja. This move out needed to do more damage. Did kill an expansion, but again, there was already another third. There was already a fourth, essentially, for Eba. So Moja needs more done. There's still a lot of pressure on the Terran. Gets 2 tumors. Tank till siege. Eba this time just going for the head-on engage. Gets on top of the tank. Baneling speed does kick in just in time. The Banelings, they will zone the army away, crashing into the Marines as well. Takes down most of them. The Queens are caught off for creep, so a bit of an awkward position, but they will race back. And Eba does have enough left over. He shuts down the Marines. Liberators have arrived. Oh my god. Moja, he's an animal. He's just rallying everything across the map, Pappy. He doesn't stop. Not for one moment. But this army is looking less and less threatening as time goes on. Liberators will help. The tank has arrived. Eba once again setting up a surround. Coming from behind. Transfuse will buy some time. Yeah, another surround comes in. The tank once again is going to be shut down. The Libs will hold their own. It's going to be a brutal trade with these queens, but they do get one of the Liberators. And Eba, he has control of the map. He can go for a big counterattack. And Moja might have a third CC, but establishing and actually saturating the third CC, that's another problem. That's another question here. So far, he does hold. Tank is able to siege up. Third base in the midst of being taken. Behind this, Eba droning up and attempting to saturate his own fourth. Still a low drone count for Eba, just because of how aggressive Moja has been. But is finally free to drone. Whew, okay. After a very intense game, from the beginning, from the initial 3-axe Reaper into the 2-base all-in, into now stabilizing and settling into a longer game, Eba can finally take a moment and drone. Eba's droning up. Moja calming down, is moving out with a drop. Likewise, Eba setting up a run by, but for the most part, both players can now take a moment to take a breath and get ready for a longer game. 4 CCs on the way. Drop is deflected. So the Lings. We can calm down, Pappy. We can we can calm down. Eba seems to be getting ready for his own counterattack as well, but breaking this position is not going to be easy. As Eba settling into Lingbane Hydra. Again, droning up to 3-base saturation. Could do with some more workers, and Eba's getting there. Just clearing up Brooks, splitting up his army. Queens are positioned towards the north. Likewise, we have a drop towards the north as well. Banelings do roll in. Sorry, I did miss that. They didn't quite connect. Only one Baneling was able to connect in the mineral line. Moja does defend. SCVs did not go down. Okay, we can calm down as well. Take a minute, we can calm things down. 4CC soon to be on the way. 3-3 as well. 3-3 upgrades for Moja. Embracing Bio Tank. Likewise, Infestation Bit for Eba to head towards Hive Tech, to head towards Vipers and Lurkers. Again, as mentioned before, after the intensity of the early to mid game, we can just slow things down a little bit here. Still vying for map control, true, but nothing too committed here. Just a drop here and there, a run by here and there. Calming things down. There's that Lurker Den on the way, as I did mention. Drop will deny the Northern Expansion, will deny the 5th. Nice cancellation here out of Moja. Likewise, the 4th base is getting secure as well from the Terran. Planetary's on the way. Liberator sieging up. Moja working towards Ghosts. So both players head towards a longer game state, with Hydra Lurker Viper from Eva and Moja going into Ghost production. The Ghost tank eventually live as well. Eva does threaten more run-bys. He has his army split up. Lane Bane towards the south, Lane Bane towards the north. The drop once again will go for the 5th. Eva committing into the mineral line. Does knock down those depots. Heads for the mineral line. 10 SCVs go down. Not bad. At the same time, will protect his 5th. Hatchery this time will get up and running. Has taken a while, but it is going to finish up. And Eba is maxed. Moja back at home, still trying to secure himself. Rebuilding that wall. Setting up more tanks. Liberator production as well. Both players are maxing. Something that I didn't just notice is that 2-2 was never begun. That is concerning. Moja is about to have 3-3, and Eba is stuck on 1-1, and I don't think it's intentional. Eba has money. He has minerals and gas in the bank. Oh, so Eba, this is an oversight. Wasn't quite intentional, but yeah, Eba is lacking a lot of upgrades. Uh-oh. That is concerning. Eva's Ling Bane is going to be a lot less effective than it otherwise would be. Oh! Looks like maybe there was a little bit of latency. A little bit of lag. Shout out to Moja, even asking for a pause, if need be. Ah. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Moja is splitting up. Now the question becomes, when will Eba realize that we haven't started 2-2? That's my biggest concern, Pappy. Oh boy. We do have a lot of lunkers on the way. Eba building up his lunker counts, getting into a decent economy. I say decent, Eba is still on 73 drones. A little bit less than ideal, but it still has a threatening army. Drops coming in. He notices! He does notice. +2 melee on the way. It took the drop going past the up. Yeah, there we go. Double Eva chamber as well. Eba now has recognized his folly. He's like, hold up. Oh no. So these 2 Eva chambers, they're a big reaction, big response here for Eba. He's gonna be working on it. And fun fact, I'm pretty sure the only reason why Eba realized this is because of the drop. Because the double medevac drop was going past this base and past this Evo chamber, I guarantee you that's why Eba noticed. Because he looked over at the drop, noticed the Evo chamber, and was like, oh, hold up. Oh no. So in a way, it's thanks to Moja that Eba noticed. Big shout out to Moja, Pappy. Let's go. As we can start them back up. There we go, +1 on the way, +2 carapace, Nidus Worm as well. And thankfully for Eba, even though Moja has 3-3, Moja has 3-3 upgrades. He is heavily ahead in upgrades. He's maxed. And what is Moja doing? He's turtling. Like, really hard. We have a wall of CCs, turrets, sensor towers, lib tank. here as well, and here is like he is turtling real. He could be pushing, and I would even favor Moja in these engagements if he was moving out. But he's turtling up, so this upgrade lead that Moja has, he's not making use of it. He can't. So despite how insane this army is, he's giving Eba time. He's walling himself in, and Eba is able to catch up. So, Moja. It's his natural instinct, Bob. He just wants to turtle. He just wants to turtle up, and it's hurting him, Bob. He's hurting. Nidus into the main. It's like, Bob, you don't need a turtle, Bob. You can just go. Just send it. Nidus will be able to finish up, actually. Oh, just barely. We do manage to get 4 or 5 lurkers out. 5 lurkers get out. They go for the upgrades. Oh, and they're not going to get much done. They force a reaction, and they might get the armory. Oh, they get a ghost. Okay. Because there's so little to defend, they just keep going out of range of the lib. Oh my god, Nidus Swarm does finish up. More lurkers into the main. Moja has to react. Like, he's not taking this seriously. Queens do pop out. Armory is on fire. Okay, there we go. Marines haven't been able to dive in. The armory is so low, and it is gonna fall. Yeah, +1 vehicle plating is denied. But that was also a costly trade. That was, oh god, that was 12 lurkers. That was 12 lurkers to deny some upgrades and to get 1 ghost. So not the best trade from Eba, unfortunately, but he was making supply for let's go, the Broodlords. When the era of the lurkers come and gone, we throw them away, and now we're embracing Broodlords instead. It's gonna be 14 Broods. And this makes sense. If your opponent is turtling up this hard, then the like quote-unquote Serral style of sticking with Lingbane Hydra, it won't work. We saw that at EWC, if you recall. It was the one game that that Maru took on Oceanborn, if you recall, where Serral did stick and commit to Lingbane Hydra, and because Maru was turtling up so much, like, Serral was just trading too inefficiently. It was just 2 inefficient trades for Serral, and eventually Serral ran out of money and ran out of steam, and Maru took it. Here, Eba, very quick to switch into Broodlords instead. Meeting efficiency with efficiency. No Vikings, Thor production just now began. Eba rotating around. And again, this response here from Moja is going to be quite late. The Broodlords, they have a window here where they can get damage done. They get a CC. Just the one. Behind this, double Spire, double upgrades, getting to 1-1. Likewise, a 3-3 on the way for Eba when it comes for his Lingbane, for his Broodlings as well. Hatching out some Marines. And Eba playing it slow. Slow and steady. Poking in. Infestors are on the way as well. Again, Broodlord Infestor is what we need. Broodlord Infestor Viper. Corruptor. As Moja does take another expansion. Catching out some Marines. Going for the powerbomb on the, oh my god, on the Liberators. And the Lingbane rolls in. He's going for the Ghosts. He wants them. And he's going to get them as well. Yeah, the split's not going to be good enough. The Marines, the Ghosts go down. There's 1 Ghost left. The Liberators are coming in with their anti-air, but we have Queens, we have Corruptors. Clutch Transfuse keeps the Broodlords alive. As the Broodlords do tank some of those shots. The Lingbane is running out, so it really comes down to the Vikings. The Vikings going for the Corruptors, but the Corruptors, they hold their own. The Queens as well, they're helping Bappy. The Transfuse. Oh my god. And the Corruptors, they come out on top. They take down every single Liberator, every single Viking as well. The Corruptor Queen. Who needs Infestors? Who needs fungal growth? I mean, Powerbomb did help, true. But Moja has been broken. Vikings that will clean up these Corruptors eventually. But we're just hard switching into ground. As we're making more Vikings, Ultras. Ultras are on the way instead. Just switching into Mass Ultra. The Queens are still here to support as well. The base has been broken. And the Ultras have arrived. And it's actually going to work quite well here. As again, the Vikings, they didn't shoot down, Papi. The Vikings don't shoot down, but there are still a lot of tanks. You have to respect the tank line. Ultras have the back off. They do retreat. Tracking the army out into the open, and yeah, there it is. GG, well played. Moja a little bit too far behind, and Eva will take the 2-0. GG. Let's go. GG, well played. Eba will take it. A very, very intense game there, and again, like, I don't want to take away from the start of the game. Remember, the start of the game was insanely aggressive out of Moja, just constantly in the face of Eba, knocking down bases, knocking down expansions. Eba was able to play it safe though, play it safe, play it slow, was very careful with his own engagements, was able to get a beautiful surround despite not having bailing speed. There was that moment where he was able to just catch out the army, crash on in, and take these really strong fights. Behind that, of course, Eba also playing very patiently, giving up bases when he couldn't hold on to them as well. Led into a longer game. Of course, there were some moments where Eba did forget some upgrades, but as we mentioned, as we pointed out, even though Eba was far behind in those upgrades and could have been punished, Moja had a different approach. Moja had different ideas, Papi. He just completely walled up on 4 bases. Like, I've not seen a Terran player turtle as hard as Moja in quite some time. Like, that was insane. just fully walling up. And yeah, it allowed Eba to, of course, bounce back and get into Broodlords and take advantage of Moja in the end. GG, well played. Eba does take it.